Okay, so here we are in the entrance of my park, which doesn't exist yet. um, yeah, it's a very much work in progress, but as I said a minute ago, I want to do this every few weeks so I can show you guys my progress. As you can see, we've got that lovely Vekoma STC over there, which I really like the layout of. It probably needs a little bit of tweaking, but I think it looks pretty good. I love this whole part here. Oh, love the dive. And then this lovely element where it goes over the pathway and then beside the lake with a nice little airtime hill. And just, I wanted this park to be quite small. There was only going to be the one indoor coaster, the launch coaster, the inverted coaster, the dive coaster. I am not 100% sold about having a coaster here, but I am thinking about it. Well, let's go on a walk around the park starting from here, which is the most unthemed section of the park. And you get a really nice view, or it's just going up the top hat now, of the Vekoma multi-launch. Very much inspired off of Abyssus at Energylandia. It looks really nice. And every element's custom like that. Vertical loop was done custom, all with the 4-meter method, but we're going to go over and check that probably last. But it has a pretty standard layout. I didn't want any of my coasters in the park to be too tall. So all it does, it has, I think it's about 120-foot drop into this huge tunnel, which will be done, obviously. And then it's sort of inspired by Baron, where it does the Immelman. Yeah, it's a bit of a taller Baron. I think this is taller than Baron. But it does the Immelman, and then into the zero G roll, and then let me find it. Here it is now. I'll just show you it whilst it's actually going around the track. Yeah, it does that really nice drop into the tunnel. Immelman, I really like the layout. Into that zero G roll. Quite snappy. Into a airtime hill. And a couple more airtime hills, and then does this overbank into a helix. I really like that overbank. Yeah, it does that helix. And it has a couple more hills. I don't know how much airtime they give, but it's more just so it's not a straight track. But not really the longest coaster ever, but I didn't really want it to. Sorry, just have some testing of the terrain I was doing in the park and some of the effects. But then you come over to the Vekoma, which I am in love with. Like the layout is so almost perfect to me, and I love everything about it. Like, look at this dive into the corkscrew into the over the lakeside element or elements. It's really nice, and I can't wait to keep on building this. But this coastal's interaction was definitely inspired by Fly at Fantasyland. I wanted it to just be pretty much everywhere you'd go. Oh, the custom spots are clipping through a track again, but every support I'm doing in the park is all going to be completely custom. That's why they're all floating at the moment. Um, but it's got the 0G roll alongside the path and under the path. And it's just going to be mainly rock work along this side of the coaster. But then you'll go down here into the I think it's going to be like more of like an abandoned town, like because the coaster is going to be themed to a dragon destroying this medieval town, which I really like the idea of. And one thing you can see up there, I'm building a castle which is used with loads of small pieces to make it look far away. And it's not done yet. I haven't finished building it, but I want it to be on fire and look like the dragon's destroying it. And you'll come down here, there'll be a few destroyed houses and stuff like that. And then the rise entrance. Whoa! Look at that. So nice. Ooh. The ride's entrance will be just here around this building. Yeah, I want this overbank turnaround to be hugging the helix. No, to be hugging the building that's going to be here. Oh, look at that! It has some nice drawn out. Like, it's as drawn out as I wanted it to be. It's got a corkscrew. Got some good airtime moments on it too. And I think I'm gonna hold off from showing you this coaster until maybe next episode. But yeah, there's not been a whole load done to this yet, and I don't even know if it's gonna stay. Because it's not really around the lakeside, which is kind of my aim for the whole park. Anyway, if we continue, wait a minute. Anyway, when we continue our way through the exit of the Dragon Coaster, you make it to the Vekoma multi-launch, and I am so in love with this coaster, it's unreal. This coaster is going to be themed to like a coral reef, kind of like Subnautica style adventure, and it is just everything which I want it to be. You got these two really nice inversions over the pathway, and then it heads back into the station. And then I really want this coaster to utilize Rockworks. You've got this kind of nice interaction here, where as you go into the stall, the rocks kind of bend into it. But what I want to show you is my favorite part here. So I'm not gonna dive a crazy amount into the theme of it, but it's mainly gonna be themed to a kraken in these rock pools, um and you're trying to escape the kraken on this boat. Oh, so nice. Look at this inversion. Ooh, oh, that's so nice. I love it so much. And then into that stall. Oh, I'm in love with this coaster. And obviously you've got that really nice view of the other coasters. But this coaster so far, the theming I've done, is just everything I want it to be. It start it starts with this really nice dive, which is going to be indoor, which is so slow and drawn out, where then you'll head outside here and go into your first launch with some nice little airtime pops into this really sharp zero G roll. Where you'll come past the ride's entrance, which is just over there, in through the rockwork, and over the pathway. Oh, I love it so much. You'll then do another launch where you'll go into a top hat. Do some more elements which aren't really going to be interacting with the pathway. But then you're gonna head through this really crazy inversion. Whoa, it is so cool. Wait till you guys see it at nighttime. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek. Like, it is just so eerie down here. You've got some sort of monster down there, which I'm not going to explain yet. You've got that really cool Kraken entrance sign. Oh, here it comes. Oh, yes, look at that. And then just as it comes through that inversion. Oh, so nice. And moving back round to the front of the park. We've got what's only really just been started on. But you've got this But you've got this mansion front facade, which is obviously very clearly inspired by Monsters Unchained at Epic Universe. But once you go into the coaster, which is going to be indoors, oh, there we go. It's going to be a layout which I saw inspired by a YouTube channel. By what's their goal? What's their goal? Obviously inspired by Thrill Riders coasters, if you've seen that video. But it's meant to look like a traveling coaster, but it's going to be indoors, so the color scheme's going to change. But what's interesting is that it does this layout, follows an inversion, and you'd think it would head back into the brakes here, but then a switch track carries it back round, and therefore it would be able to complete the layout multiple times whilst the other train's still loading, which I think is a really cool concept. And I think I'm going to have some really nice magical theme to the coaster if it does stay in the park, because I don't know if I'm going to have a dark ride here or a flat ride, a dark ride here, or keep the coaster, or maybe do an entirely different coaster, which is why I'm really going to need your help. As you can see here, it just heads straight back into the brake now. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, this is how the park's looking right now. I've been spending quite a while on this, but if you guys want to see more, I'll definitely make more videos of updates every couple weeks. And if you guys want to see POVs, I didn't show you them this episode because I didn't know if you guys would want to see a POV of an unfinished coaster. So if you want to see work in progress POVs, or you just want me to wait till it's done, let me know. But until then, I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye.